Hey everybody, Dutzel's here and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy VII. Last time we learned that Tifa was knocked out for 7 days right after the weapons emerged from the planet. And now there's a giant meteor in the sky that you can't get the great camera angle on right now. But here, this is a new camera angle. Yep, giant meteor coming down from the sky. So last time we escaped from imprisonment in Junon and we got to be a witness to a weapon being blown out of the ocean by the big old Junon sister cannon. But yeah, the party escaped Junon, Cloud is still missing, and we got this sick new airship called the High Wind. And its music, I guess, doesn't want to play because it's so depressing right now. And we got a little bit of context for where we could go next. Nanaki says that Cloud, well, we saw Cloud fall into the earth. So that means that he's probably in the life stream, like physically floating through the life stream. Nanaki says that sometimes there are underwater vents that burst out life energy. So we could use that as a lead to go find somewhere in the ocean to find Cloud. We'll do that next time because right now we have the opportunity to do a bunch of side quests and junk now that we have access to the High Wind. So I feel like today's gonna be a little bit of a side quest and miscellaneous day. Alright, so starting off first, we now have access to the entirety of the world map, which means we can go to places that we haven't been able to go to before, like little tiny islands and stuff. So let's start going to some of these new settings. First of all, at the very top right of the world map, there are 2 islands that we haven't been able to go to yet because, well, they're surrounded by deep waters. This first island right here is called Goblin Island. I made a comment earlier about how it's been weird that we haven't seen any goblins in this game, considering how much of a mainstay they are in like every piece of fantasy content ever created. But yeah, here's some goblins. They have an attack called Goblin Punch. This is an enemy skill that I'm going to grab because, well, I can't go wrong with having some new enemy skills. So, what this attack does is that usually it will do pretty low damage, but it can do 8 times regular damage if your level is equal to whoever you're attacking. So under very specific circumstances, it can be extremely powerful, but it is very, very niche. And it's non-elemental, and it has 0 MP cost, so I guess you could technically throw these out however you want. 675. Nanaki, what level are you? You're like, what, level 41-ish? 40. Oh, I think you might actually be that level. Wait, actually, no. No, 65 was... Okay, yeah, you're level 48. Goblins are level 40. So, I mean, technically that damage was kind of comparable to I guess how much damage Tifa does, and she's our weakest party member, so that's technically not bad. Alright, up next, we have another small island to travel to. And before we go here, I'm going to go ahead and equip the morph materia. Oh, and yeah, remember when you press triangle to go into the High Wind? Just go over here and talk to this pilot, and that will put you back in control. This spot is underneath the left continent, and it's so hidden out of the way and small and underneath, it doesn't even show up on the world map. But welcome to an area known as Cactus Island. If you've played Final Fantasy before, and we've actually encountered, I believe we've encountered some of these enemies, or at least one of them, out in Coral Prison. But you know what you're gonna encounter here. This is the Cactuar, another staple of, well, not really Fantasy, but Final Fantasy, yeah. Oh, geez, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage you're doing, buddy. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop that. 6,000 health, and are you the enemy I'm looking for? Cactuar, C-A-C-T-U-E-R? U-E-R? U-E-R, okay. You are the right enemy. I think there's like 2 different cactus enemies, like Cactuar and Cactuar. So I'm just making sure I got the right one. Alright, I'm just gonna be whittling it down because remember, I did equip that morph materia. That's for a reason. Let's use a white wind on all of us. 969 health. Can we hit you, or do you just avoid every... I think you might just avoid every physical attack. Okay. Gonna keep on doing... I guess we'll just keep on doing Demi 2. Tifa, you hit it with a Bolt 1. Let's see how that goes. Dang it, that actually killed it? Ah. I should have been paying more... Excuse me, Bolt from Tifa is what I use, not yours. I literally have the stop materia. That literally just stops you from doing anything. I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh wait, it's a multiple of level 40. I can just use L4 on you. Hold on. Oh crap, I don't have it on Tifa. Sid, do you have it? Of course you don't have it. Nanaki, do you have L4? Yes, you do. Okay. This will do a lot of damage. How much will this do? A lot of damage. 49 health. Okay. Now I just need to hit a morph on you. 217 damage. And we got ourselves a Tetra Elemental Materia. This is a very interesting materia because, well, it's not really like a command or anything. I think it's just, wait, is it a no? Oh no, it's not a materia. It's an accessory. It's an accessory. Tetra Elemental is a very interesting accessory because it drains fire, cold, lightning, and earth attacks. That's 4 elements that you just take negative damage from. That's amazing. Of course I'm gonna throw that onto the fire ring slot. That's just better in every way. Like, I get the same effect as the fire ring, but just more. Yeah, you know how, I keep on saying how easy it is to break your characters in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, that's true. There's so much broken gear in this game. It's actually kind of crazy. Alright, now we have a couple more side quests, and these involve revisiting locations that we've already been to. So, the first place I want to revisit is... where is it? It's over here. Yes, okay. We are going to do yet another revisit to Nibelheim. How many of these have we done? Is this our second one? Third one, maybe? I mean, if you count the flashbacks, then this is like the... Yeah, this is the third revisit. Because we had, like, us actually visiting Nibelheim, and then, we went back for something, I don't know. Whatever, but let's go into Tifa's house. Or, I guess, Tifa's now repossessed house. I wonder if... Is the note on the table still here? Talking about how Nibelheim was, like, replaced. Is it still there? Yes, it is. Alright. Let's play the piano. I think you remember how the song goes. But just in case you don't remember, Cloud. Cloud was playing. I wonder what this is. Received elemental material. Okay, I guess I don't have to play the piano. You don't have to play the piano right now, but if you want to get that elemental materia, then you're gonna have to play the song in the past. This is our third elemental materia, which I feel like that's a lot. Nah, whatever. But yeah, that is how you get another elemental materia. That is another elemental materia you can miss out on, besides the one in the Shinra headquarters with the mayor of Midgar's little puzzle game that I believe I actually did screw that up in my practice run of this game. Next place I want to visit, there, I finally found it. This is come on, where's the landing spot? Okay, there's a landing spot. Yeah, you kind of have to get a little specific with your landing spots sometimes. Like difficult terrain and like hills and stuff, you can't land on that. We head back into Cosmo Canyon because there is a thing here that has changed from when we first visited here. And I just went the wrong direction. We are going to go up to this place. Is this the place I'm looking for? Okay, yes it is. This is the shop. And remember, there was a barrier guarding this pathway, but now the barrier's gone. What does the attendant have to say about this? Nothing. What can I buy anything new? No? Oh, that's just normal. I do need tents though. I'm running out of tents, and by running out, I am out. Alright, 12 tents, that should be good. Study of Planet Life. When maybe I am afraid, but whenever I'm reading Study of Planet Life, I can forget all my fears. Good for you, buddy. Alright, let's head into here, because we get access to this room in the back now. And in here, we have an item and a materia. Let's go for the materia first. This is the full cure materia. This is quite a good materia. Let's see what exactly it does. Full cure. Yeah, it can basically cure everything. I don't really know if it can cure death, but I'm pretty sure it can fully restore yourself and status ailments, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, you can't use it. It has to be at least level 2 to be usable, which means for as long as it takes for you to get 3000 AP, this is just dead weight taking up a materia slot in your inventory. Now I know we are later in the game, so AP is more plentiful than how it was in the early game, but still you're gonna have to lug this around for a bit, or maybe just grind on wild enemies, but that's probably gonna get you less AP than you expect, just because of levels and stuff. Alright, and this item right here, we get an elixir. So, that's and a magic source. Something that I do think is weird is that this door uses a green arrow instead of a red arrow. I don't know why, but that's just kind of been bugging me for like a while now, actually. There's probably a more optimal order to do this in because our next destination is Rocket Town, and it's closer to Nibelheim, so it probably would have been more efficient for me to just go to Rocket Town. But yeah, that would have been more efficient, but hey, that's just how I wrote it down in my notes. Wait, this music is different. Are we supposed to be here? I don't think I'm supposed to be hearing this music. Okay, this music is new. I'm not gonna throw the title in. I'm gonna save that for later because this music is more integral to the plot than you might expect. Shinra's trying to gather the huge materia from Coral and Fort Condor. There are 4 left, and they're transporting them here. I can't stand the thought of them using my rocket for something like... Your rocket? You mean Sid's rocket? Okay, well that's... How about, wanna look at the rocket with me? Sure. Cool. We've seen that before. But this is a bit of context that I didn't expect to get this episode. As long as I get this rocket, I'm satisfied. Yeah, apparently the Shinra are discovering something called the huge materia that apparently they're gonna stick in the rocket, and I guess. Sure. Alright, let's go into this this isn't the weapon shop. I remember the weapon shop being like full of like guns and stuff on the wall, so I think this is no, that's just a house. This is the weapon shop. I don't know why this music is playing here. Like, The Oppressed was like the theme of Rocket Town, but like, I don't know why this is playing. It's weird. S mine, gold armor, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is, in this chest, you can get yourself an item called the Fourth Bracelet. This is a brand new type of armor that I'm pretty sure is only accessible right now. Or, starting right now. Fourth Bracelet, I'm assuming, is some kind of accessory. It is not. Is it an arm thing? Probably is. Yeah, Fourth Bracelet is... It brings your magic defense all the way up to 100. Oh, wow. I mean, it has one less materia slot. But that's definitely something I can live with. Hold on a bit. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Morph. I'm gonna move Sense over to... Wait, no, I don't need to move Sense. I can just equip this. Increases my magic evasion by 1%. Increases my defense by... How much is that? 16. Increases my magic increases my defense by 16. Increases my magic defense by 53. I might not keep this equipped for right now, but I might put that on in the end game. Just because, oh my god, that is too powerful, and I still don't know why you're playing such plot important music. I'm not gonna be playing it. So we actually only have one more place to go. Huh, maybe I will make plot progression in this episode. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna actually make some plot progression in this episode. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the final place that the High Wind can take us, which is over the Icicle area. Because there is an NPC that's like, very What the hell is that? I came buzzing past here like a powerhouse. What the hell is that? Yeah, if you go to the crater, then, yeah, you see there's a force field there. That just pushes you away. It'd be a great idea to install a reverse on this, but I guess you can't exactly do that. But yeah, there is something that I'm looking for that's like nestled within these mountains where I don't remember exactly where it is, but I just know it's somewhere up. Is this the right area? No. All right, here's what I'm looking for. This house holds... Oh, hey, look. It's an ancient dude. I mean, it's a Cetra dude. Oh, it's unusual for people to come to such an out-of-the-way place. I can't remember how long it's been since my last guest. Who are you? Me? I don't know. What? You don't know who you are? It's been a while since I gave it any thought. Is that they used to call me? Oh yeah, they used to call me the Chocobo Sage. That's right. Right, that was it. The Chocobo Sage. Who would forget that? Now, what can I do for you? There's something that I do want to buy from you. I want to buy the... you don't sell those. You don't sell what I'm looking for. I guess I'll get what I'm looking for back at the first Chocobo farm. Sorry, Chocobo Sage, but your inventory isn't that useful for me. Talk about that Chocobo. That Chocobo, well, that one is... Let's see now. I don't quite remember. What does that... What was that supposed to mean? Let's talk to the Chocobo. And it just puked out a 4th enemy skill materia. Yeah, you can have 4 enemy skill materias. I don't know why you would want 4 enemy skill materials, considering you only have 3 party members at once, and I mean, you don't need 4 enemy skill materials. You only need 3 that you can rotate throughout your party. Okay, I lied. There is actually one more thing that I want to do before we make plot progression, because in Costa del Sol, of all places, we can visit the weapon shop, and there will... Where's the weapon shop? That's the bar. That's the beach. This is the bar. Where's the weapon shop? Okay, I found him. It's just a weapons dealer in the back of the bar. But over here, we got some new stuff. Some new expensive stuff. For Barrett, the solid bazooka. For Nanaki, the for Yuffie, the spiral... Wait a minute. Okay, Barrett clearly has the best one so far. And Vincent. Long barrel R for Vincent. Gold megaphone for Ketshi. Wow. Sorry, Nanaki and Yuffie, but, I mean, unless you want a lot of singular materia slots, then, I ain't buying that crap for ya. Okay. Well, I guess now it's time to just start exploring. Cause, yeah, now that we have access to the high wind, we can go pretty much wherever we want, and I didn't even expect to make story progress today. I was expecting those random side quests and things to do to be a little longer, but no, I forgot something. I was going to go to Chocobo Farm because I want to buy... oh, all the Chocobos are gone. Oh, they get scared away by the meteor? Well, whatever. Let's talk to the Chocobilly. Let's buy Mimit Greens. Buy Mimit Greens. I don't know how many I need, but I'm just gonna buy 5 of them, just cause. Sure. So, let's head over to. Yeah, let's just go. Wait, nope, there's another thing that I want to do. I want to fight the Midgar Zolom, because now, with how far we are in the game, we can easily take this thing on. How much health do you have, Midgar Zolom? You have level 26, only 4,000 health. That's not that bad. I want you to use your beta attack on us, because beta is basically the fire type equivalent of Aqua Lung and Trine. So, you know, might as well just pick up a good multi-target fire move. As long as you actually attack us. Am I really gonna have to bring out the manipulate on you? Alright, I think I am. It actually gives very little experience. It only gives 250, which, I mean, for the early game, I guess that's fine, but, like, you're not fighting the Midgar Zolom to kill it. Let's be honest here. Okay, let's grab manipulate, and, oh, I have to get it to respawn. Alright, let's reload the area, go in here, there's the Zolom. So then now, with our manipulate materia, we can not manipulate it. Please use beta on us. Can you really not manipulate this? Or am I gonna have to equip the Hypno Crown? Maybe I'll just wait here for you to actually do something, and if Sid kills you, then we'll just move on. Sid just ended up killing it with counterattacks, and I sat here for a good, like, 3 minutes in speed up. Okay. Alright, let's... Oh, it just instantly respawns. Are you gonna use beta on us right away? That would be cool. I still don't know what that does. Okay, let's just finish you off and maybe get some more uses out of our limit breaks, because I kind of feel like having some new limit breaks pretty soon. Well, I was just saying that. Okay, new limit break. We got Earth Rave for Nanaki. Earth Rave is freaking good. Sid, when are you? Oh yeah, you already do have hyper jump. All right, let's take a look at Earth Rave, which is your new level 3 limit break. It attacks all opponents. You know, pretty simple. Although, we can technically skip that. We can skip Earth Rave because we have Cosmo Memory with us. I'm gonna abstain for now because I kind of want to see what Earth Rave. I want you guys to see what Earth Rave does, because I do think it is a very cool animation. But yeah, it's just it's kind of cheap, because I feel like it's a little bit cheap, because like if you have all three levels and the item, you can just skip using level 3. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Alright, well, really our only lead is that wherever Cloud is probably along the ocean somewhere. So we're just gonna be exploring around, like, the oceany areas, just to see if there's anywhere that we haven't explored yet that would be... that could hold Cloud in it, yeah. So, anything in this little archipelago? It does not look like... Oh! There's a building! There's a building! Alright, let's see. What is in this building? An enemy encounter! That's lovely! One thing I guess I forgot to go over is that you can steal Zeo nuts from goblins. But like, who cares about chocobo breeding? Oh, Comet level up! And transform level up! Oh, that's awesome. Hold on. Comet level up. Let's take a look at Comet, and I want to get into a random battle. Cause, you know Comet, how it's a really powerful materia, but one of its downsides that I don't think I actually ever showed you is that you can't attach an all materia to it. Like, it will have no effect. However, now with Comet 2, it just attacks all opponents. Remember, this is non-elemental magic. And keep in mind, I do have the MP Turbo equipped on Nanagi, and you just missed a bunch of the enemies. Okay, but yeah, with every Comet Strike, it did like 1,600 damage. So yeah, and an all level up. Why am I getting so many level ups? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now going in here. Welcome to Medial. Let's just walk around and see what's up. Ahoy! Ain't you a beaut? This here is Medial. It's a quiet little hot springs town. It's the perfect place for old folks like us to live out our lives. Yeah, that things ain't so peaceful on the outside, but here it's still nice and quiet. Would be a shame if that changes. Oh, the Chocobo, the Chocobo. Oh, hi there, Chocobo. So that overgrown moon is gonna fall on us, huh? No, this isn't Termina. What's going on with your head? You're really acting like a Termina NPC. There's no joke. We got to start stocking up on the supplies before they're all gone. Out of the way! Hey, move it! Move it! Okay. Well, let's talk to you. You are the... Okay. Item shop. There is a new item here called a remedy. Remedies cure any status ailments. On characters who have equipped things like ribbons, it's not going to be that useful, but whatever. Alright, you can actually talk to this tiny little white chocobo. So that's it. You want mimic greens, don't you? This is why I told you to buy mimic greens. Strangely enough, in the PS1 version, instead of asking for mimic greens, like, it'll still ask for mimic greens, but the text will say it wants Somolin greens. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those aren't a thing. Okay, well, let's give it the mimic greens. And in return, how cute, I just want to tickle him. You can tickle his feet, stomach, neck, belly button, behind the ears, or under the arms. I wrote in all caps in my... Oh crap, I forgot. No, I missed something. Okay. Apparently, I wrote down in the text that Mimit is spelled wrong. But, I guess I'll check that in editing. Tickle behind its ears. I wrote this down in all caps. And you get a materia from it. Receive materia from the Chocobo. What materia is it? Well, let's just take a look at our current prime magic attacker. And I don't exactly want to manipulate right now, because we just got one of the best materias in the entire game. This is the Contain materia. This holds the strongest attacks for ice, earth, wind, and fire. Yeah, this is probably one of the strongest. This is one of the strongest materials in the game, easily. I don't know if you can attach an all materia to it, but whatever. These contain super powerful spells that cost exorbitant NP prices. Let's take a look at our, where's Freeze? Oh, there's Freeze. Freeze down here. Very strong magic, sometimes causes stop. 82 MP. That's a lot. Not as much as Comet, though, for some reason. Sometimes causes stop is a little bit misleading, because by sometimes, it means 68% chance to paralyze the opponent. I feel like that's a little bit more than sometimes, but that's not all. All of these spells, they're all returning from older Final Fantasy games. I'm just gonna list all of their effects off one by one. Break is the most powerful earth attack in the game. There is a 32% chance that it instantly petrifies opponents. Petrification basically equals death. Yeah. Now for Tornado, there's a 32% chance for it to inflict confusion. And then for Flare, which is historically, well, by historically I mean in the first game, so that's not saying much, but historically, Flare is the best spell. And I have written down Big Ow. Why? Because it freaking hurts, and that's all it really does. I actually don't know if it even attacks multiple targets. It might not actually. Wait, does our magic menu display that? It does not. Okay, yeah. All. Well, I mean, Comet doesn't say all, but yeah, Comet doesn't say all. Okay. Alright, well now let's just go a little bit more through Mediel, because that was a big ol' segue. Alright, armor and weapon shop. First come, first serve, get yourself right now. Step right up, you there, just don't stand outside. Alright, weapons! Can you, okay. Why do all the shops have the Chocobo race theme? Why is this lady running around with a Chocobo in everywhere? And why is there an Armenian flag on, why is there an Algerian flag on the wall? Welcome to the charity store, a store of love and courage. What can I give you today? Ah, I see, you're doing the Undertale spokesperson stuff. Crystal sword for someone. Crystal glove for Tifa, I'm definitely gonna take that. AM cannon for Barrett. Well, we're just getting items that are better than we just got. Crystal comb for Nanaki. Crystal cross for Yuffie. I don't have much gil left. Crystal megaphone, Partisan. Right. And the Winchester and crystal bangles. I feel like, oh yeah, and wizard bangles, but that's for spirit, and I accidentally bought one. I accidentally bought a spirit bracelet. Yeah. let's equip all of our stuff. Crystal glove, crystal comb, and partisan. So boom, now we have some pretty good stuff. And wizard bracelet, yeah, it boosts magic defense. I didn't mean to buy it, but whatever. Alright, that's not all for the... That's not everything in here, because there's this door in the back. No good. I wonder if it's locked. Okay, so you can't really do anything with that yet, but you'll be able to pretty soon. Over here. That kid got a green stone from that chocobo. I'm so jealous. I guess there's a hint on that you can get something from the chocobo. Okay, so okay, I wrote down on the bridge, examine the ground to the left of purple dude. So, there's something stuck deep inside that looks like an old key. Received beat up useless old key. God damn, that's rough. But there is a locked door somewhere that we can go to. Oh yeah, shall I try that beat up old useless key? Use the beat up old key. Okay, this is it. Huh? This is pretty tight. Yeah? Oh no, it broke. Now I can't get it out. Is something wrong? Oh no. What am I gonna do? Lie your butt off or tell them the truth? You want to tell the truth right here. Be a good person. I'm sorry. I forced the key and it broke. Huh? Key? You mean that one to the door? That's a good one. Huh? Of course there's no key. It's a wall. We just painted a door on it. What? It's not a real door? That's right. We drew it on there to make it feel like you could pass through it to another world. Sorry to surprise you. It's not much of an apology, but please take this. Really? Thank you. Tifa and the others received the cursed ring. This is a very interesting... Hold on. We're hoping to pass through a door like that to another world where I hope... This cursed ring is a very interesting accessory because... I mean, let's just take a look at what it can do to you. Alright. Tifa, what you say? It increases each status, but... Yeah, it increases pretty much all of your stats. I don't know by how much, because it doesn't really show it in the menu. But there's a catch. Every time you battle, it will inflict death sentence on whoever holds it. However, this could be countered with Odin, or with either Odin or the destruct materia combined with added effect on your armor. So you can have the powerful stat buffs, but you just have to equip some materia that makes you immune to the instant death. So yeah. It can actually it can combo with some of Tifa's items. Ooh, accessory shop. We don't need any of that. It can combo with one of Tifa's items. I don't remember what exactly it was. Do we still have it? Okay, yeah, the Power Soul. This actually is combos pretty well with the Curse Ring, because the Power Soul gets a big power boost if you are inflicted with a death sentence. However, you know, it is an item that we got in early game, so its usability is debatable, but, yeah. Stop running around with the chocobo. Where you use some bourgeoisie from gold saucer. Alright, well, we got the materia shop. my god, I have so little gil. I can't even buy an MP plus materia. That'd be really useful. What can I sell? I don't wanna... Well, you know what? I might as well sell Aerith's stuff. I might as well sell the Prism Staff, and, you know, because she's kinda, dead. I need to, like, write down an itemized list of the stuff that I'm not gonna use. Like, old spears and weapons and stuff. But, yeah. Because there's just so much money I can make in here. Alright, thank you, come again. And for... Oh my god, stop entering the room. Okay, going this direction. What's the matter? Are you all alone? You got lost, didn't you? Separated from someone you love? Silly thing. Guess it's been a week now since he washed up here. Guess it's been a week now since he washed up here on the shore. Poor pokey-headed young thing. It was really sad, but weird. He was holding this really long sword. I don't know, the whole thing feels unlucky to me. But the amazing thing was those weird blue eyes. What? Wait a minute, what did you just say? Excuse me, that person you were just talking about. Yeah, a villager found him a little ways down the coast. It was about a week ago, I think. Poor kid. He must have drifted from somewhere pretty far away. Cloud. It must be! It's Cloud! Over here! Heh, good job, Tifa. So where is he? Is he safe? Where is he now? Yeah, up ahead at the clinic. He's alive! Cloud! Cloud's alive! Cloud! Halt! Tifa, I was going to go outside of the map to save, but okay. Here we are now. Plot progression time. Cloud? Hey, you barged in here like meteor was crashing down or something. I'm sorry, but I heard a friend of mine was here. A friend? Oh, that young fellow. Don't worry, he's next door, but his condition isn't good. Here? Over here. Cloud? Oh, Cloud, I'm so glad you're safe. Cloud? What's wrong? Cloud? Cloud, what happened to you? Mako poisoning. Quite an advanced case. It appears this young man's been exposed to high levels of Mako energy for an extended period of time. Probably has no idea who or where he is now. Poor fellow, he can't even speak. He's literally miles away from us. Someplace far away where no one's ever been. All alone. Doctor! How horrible. Damn, that's evil. Cloud. Let's excuse ourselves. Listen, would you all mind waiting outside? Now you're wondering why Rocket Town has this music. Why? What do you want me to do? Please, Cloud, talk to me. Tell me you can see me. Tell me you can hear me. Tell me, please. I made it this far believing in the memories we shared. This isn't happening. It's too cruel. Cloud, I... Listen, Doc, why don't you tell us the truth? About Cloud, is he alright? I'll say again, he's got Mako poisoning. I've never seen a case this bad. An immense amount of Mako-drenched knowledge was infused into his brain. It's a miracle he survived. No normal human could have. No wonder. After all, he fell into the life stream and was carried down here. But remember, the light of hope can be found anywhere. If you give up hope, what will happen to him? Hope. I guess that's all that's left now. You okay? Yes, I'm sorry to worry you all. There's something I want to say to you. I don't care about anything else. Only Cloud. I want to be by his side. Yes, that's best. Yeah, right. Hang in there, Tifa. I'm so sorry, everyone. Especially now. That's alright. We'll be by again. You hang on in there, Tifa. Take care of Cloud. Right. We should be getting back to the Highwind. What are we gonna do now? What can we do? Huh? Ain't there nothing we can do? And don't go telling us to wait for Cloud to get better.
Oh, I've got some news.
Yeah? What? That you're a spy?
Yeah, I have already told you I was. Both Kyahaha and Kyahaha are up to something. Wanna eavesdrop?
Now then, we're faced with two issues. 1. Destroy Meteor. 2. Remove the barrier around North Cave and defeat Sephiroth. Any ideas? Yeah! The first problem's already solved! Meteor will soon be smashed to bits! The plan is already in motion! We are collecting huge materia from each region! What? Huge materia is a high-density, special type of materia made through a special compression process in Mako reactors. The energy extracted from it is 330 times the strength of normal materia. Yeah, how about that? We'll gather all the huge materia together and ram it into Meteor. That will cause a huge explosion, reducing Meteor literally to bits. You're going to ram Meteor? Do you think we have the technology to do it? First things first. Right now, we got to collect huge materia from each area. We've already collected materia from Nibelheim. All that's left now are Coral and Fort Condor. I've already dispatched troops to Coral. Coral! What else can they do to Coral? And the huge materia. You mean the huge materia, don't you? I've heard about it. When our small materia nears the larger one, there should be some reaction. I'm certain of it. That's why we're using the materia power in our fight. Can't let Shinra get a hold of the huge materia. Besides, when Cloud gets back, I want to show him this huge materia. He's gonna be shocked.
So, what are you saying, Barrett? Even though you're always knocking him, you really want Cloud to return?
I ain't saying nothing about nothing, so just shut your face. Every group's gotta have a leader. And that's me! Or at least, I wanna be. But I ain't cut out to be no leader. Never knew that until lately. That's what it is. What's going on? You've been chosen to be the new leader! Pain in the ass. Forget it. But for us to fight, we gotta have Highwind and you. We need to save the planet. And who's running the ship? You. That's why you're our new leader. Ain't no one else can do it. The ship's gonna save the planet, huh? Isn't that gonna be just a little tough? Oh man, stab me in the heart. I'm a man too. Okay, I'll do it. Everyone follow me. Alright, now here's the first job. The operation room's waiting for you. Yeah! As goofy little run cycle. And now, Sid is number 1 in the party. Yo, Sid! You're ready. We're heading for the core reactor. Come on, leader man, let's hurry. Sid? Hey, Yuffie, how you doing? No, you're dying. You're all dying to talk to a babe like me. Sid is 20 years older than you. Shut up. Just leave me alone. The ship makes me... Ugh. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But, yeah. I think that's where we're gonna end it off right now. Next time on Final Fantasy VII, we're gonna head to Coral Reactor. Let's bring Vincent along for the ride. He hasn't gotten, like, any love since, when was it? We got him? Yeah. Next time on Final Fantasy VII, we head to Coral Reactor. See you guys then.